Good morning. Today I've come to RSPB Nene, or perhaps it's pronounced Nene Washes. I am just outside of Peterborough and we're going to go for a wander and let's see what we can find. From what I understand, this location is really good for owls and harrier. So fingers crossed we come across a few today. But since this is a new location, I don't really know the lay of the land just yet. I'm going to be happy with, well, whatever I can find really. So yeah, fingers crossed we come across something cool today. So just as I had hoped, I've just had my first marsh harrier of the day. Now it was very, very far away. So, you know, very far away over the grasses and over the fields. Wow, this lighting is dreadful, I'm so sorry. Yeah, my first harrier of the day, so great start to my morning. Also, I just had a fieldfare. Now, fieldfare, we're not the most spectacular of birds, you know, they're lovely birds, but I've been really struggling to find one this year. So, turns out it just takes driving 100 miles to go find one, eh? But let's carry on walking around and let's see what else pops up. Sometimes as a wildlife photographer or just a nature enthusiast in general, there are just species which tend to elude you. Now, for me, that was the tawny owl. So at my local, there is a local tawny owl. He's always in the same tree, but you can never quite see him. You know, you get your binos on him, you get your camera on a tripod, go to 8K, really zoom in, and you know, you might see one or two feathers. You never really see the bird. And you know what? Yes, last year at the wire forest, myself and Luke, my buddy Luke, we came across a beautiful fledgling tawny owl, but I never come across the adults. And that was until today. So I was just saying hello to some local dog walkers. And one quick thing as well. The second you get out of the West Midlands, get out of Birmingham, people are so friendly. It's incredible. But yeah, I was chatting to these amazing dog walkers and they were like, tawny owl's in its regular place. And I was, oh, I'm not from around here. Do you mind showing me? And they're like, yeah, just there. And there it is, just picturesque, beautiful, just chilling in his tree. So marsh harrier even, tawny owl. So it even looks how a tawny owl should look, you know, how he is nestled in the tree itself. So yeah, currently I couldn't be happier. This has gone really well. I've just moved on from where I saw the tawny owl. You know, I spent some time checking it out because it was a bit of a magical moment for me. Anyway, while I was sitting there, I had my app open checking out the local bird calls, and it picked up both pintail and common crane. Now, these are two species I got last week at Slimbridge, but if I was to get them here again, you know, I can't knock that. I'll be well happy with that. So I definitely have to keep my eyes open for those two. I've been walking along this sort of river now for about hour and a half. And yeah, from what I can tell, this location pretty much is just a walk along the river, overlooking the flooded fields. Now, on the far side of these fields appears to be a couple of small lakes where I can see some swans. Now, because of the distance, I can't work out what exact species of swan they are. So they could be mutes, they could be Buicks, they could be whoopers. I don't know. So I think this location, RSPB Nene Washes, it's a fantastic bird watching location, but it's a bit of a difficult bird photography location. Now, that's fine for me because I'm not after award-winning images, but if you're the sort of person who likes to come up to a reserve, get your scope out, chill, and actually, you know what, you could probably just sit on this mound and just watch for hours. I think this location will be a winner for you because I get the impression this place gets some really cool species show up. Currently approaching about 10:30 in the morning, and it's slowly starting to get a little bit warmer, which is nice. It means, you know, I can take my gloves off. But it does mean that heat haze is now becoming an issue. So every time I look at a bird using my binos or my camera, all you can see are those little wavy little lines of the, well, of water evaporating essentially. So it's making it a little more difficult to ID the birds, but that's all cool. But you know, they are still very, very far away from me at the moment. But again, it's all cool. It's all cool. I just stopped off for a well-needed cup of tea and ended up having a good little conversation with someone who actually lives really close to me. So Val, if you're watching this, how you doing? But yeah, she gave me a bit of a tip on where I could potentially find a short-eared owl. Also kind of a bit embarrassing because the hedgerows where it potentially is, well, I thought I'd checked them over properly when I'd arrived, but apparently not. So hopefully, when I head back to the car, I'll manage to pick it up. Fingers crossed. Keep saying fingers crossed, but yeah, when it comes to bird photography and wildlife in general, there's a big element of luck in it. I'm currently about halfway back to the car park and I can see a big old group of people in front of me, all of which appear to be bird watchers. So maybe something cool's popped up, or maybe it's just the afternoon shift that arrived, but might go say hello, see what's about. As I made my way to the group of bird watchers, I ran into two awesome people who turned out to be viewers. Now, I do apologise, I'm editing this video 2 weeks on and I can't remember your names, but if you are watching, thank you so much. Without you, I never would have found the short-eared owl. It had camouflaged itself so well that even with supervision, it took me a minute or two just to find the thing nestled within the undergrowth. Whilst it wasn't active, unlike the short-eared owls I'd seen previously, it was still an incredible sighting to end my day. So folks, as I didn't record an outro out in the field, I'd just love to say thank you so much for watching. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers folks.